They called it justice. On the border world of Helios 4, a human colony carved from glass deserts and steel domes, the Velari Armada descended without warning. Their ships blotted the skies, black pyramids trailing fire. No declaration, no parley. Only violence. The colony was proud. 20,000 settlers, engineers, families. They had no war fleet, no armies. Just civilians and a few patrol ships meant for pirates. The Velari crushed them in an afternoon. They did not simply kill. They broadcast it. Every world in range saw the flames. Settlers lined against their own power conduits, executed while children screamed. The colony governor was dragged before a camera, his throat cut open while alien commanders laughed, declaring, "This is humanity's fate, weak, helpless, obedient to their betters." The galaxy watched. The message was clear. Earth had grown complacent. It had spoken of peace, of diplomacy, of trade. And now its children burned. The Velari believed they had proven their dominance. In truth, they had lit a fuse. The Feast of Mockery. After the massacre, the Velari High Command celebrated. Their council chambers were filled with gold light and cruel laughter. Wine flowed, their generals boasted. "Humans will not respond," one said. "They fear war. They hide behind treaties and words. Their fleets are relics. Their soldiers are fragile." Another sneered. "If they dare strike back, we will make Earth itself a grave." Their arrogance spread like a plague. Other empires chimed in. The Krath Dominion, the Osiri clans, the scaled houses of Ithra. All whispered the same poison. Humanity was soft. Humanity was weak. Humanity could bleed without consequence. Songs were written mocking the humans. Markets sold souvenirs carved from the rubble of Helios 4. Children of alien worlds played games where the goal was to conquer Earth's cities. And still, Earth remained silent. The galaxy mistook patience for fear. They forgot the oldest truth of all. Silence is not weakness. Silence is warning, the whisper. That broke the void. It began with a signal. Not a fleet, not a declaration of war. Just a single broadcast, transmitted across every major relay, every listening station, every throne world. A voice, human, cold as the abyss between stars. No name given, no identity, just words. "You killed our children. You mocked our grief. You mistook silence for surrender. You will not make that mistake again." One whisper. That was all. And then, the void itself seemed to shift. Patrol stations along the Sol frontier reported movement. Not skirmishes, not scouts. Entire fleets, rising from dark slipspace corridors where nothing should exist. Ships so vast their shadows eclipsed suns. Hulls of obsidian steel, thrumming with ancient weapons humanity had never revealed. Civilian traders swore they saw Earth's banners unfurl, carried by dreadnoughts that dwarfed cities. The whispers spread faster than light. Earth has awoken. The gathering storm, the first targets were not battles. They were messages. The pirate stronghold of Ythraven, once a safe haven for raiders who preyed on human shipping lanes, was obliterated in 3 minutes. No survivors, not even wreckage. Only a glassed crater glowing like a second star. The Osiri clans, who had laughed the loudest at Helios 4, awoke to find their fleet bases already infiltrated. Human strikecraft emerged from stealth fields, tearing through carriers before alarms even rang. Within a day, 3 of their homeworlds fell silent. The galaxy watched as system after system went dark, consumed by Earth's vengeance. What they had dismissed as a backwater civilization was now revealed as something else entirely. A predator that had hidden its claws too long. Comms across the stars trembled with one phrase. "Earth has spoken." The Black Armada when the full force of Earth's fleets emerged. The galaxy finally understood terror. They called it the Black Armada. Ships that seemed grown from night itself, bristling with weaponry never catalogued, never imagined. Some carried rail cannons the size of continents, capable of shearing moons in half with a single shot. Others birthed swarms of autonomous drones, each one faster and sharper than the finest alien interceptors. And at their heart, the Leviathans. Dreadnoughts so vast they warped gravity as they passed. These were not vessels of defense. These were machines of judgment. When the Black Armada arrived in Velari space, every alien laughed had already died in their throats. The Velari fleets, once proud, mustered everything they had. 10,000 warships, planetary shields, ground armies in the billions. They believed numbers would save them. They were wrong. Fire across the stars, the battle was not a battle. It was execution. Human dreadnoughts tore through Velari formations as if they were smoke. Their shields, once impervious to plasma storms, shattered beneath kinetic strikes that moved faster than thought. Their capital ships, each a jewel of alien engineering, burned like paper before Earth's fury. On the ground, human soldiers descended, not conscripts, not diplomats, but warriors wrapped in exo-armor that made them gods of war. They moved like storms, silent and unstoppable. Weapons that cut through battalions in seconds. The Velari armies broke within hours. Some worlds surrendered before a single shot was fired. They had heard the whisper, and now they saw the storm it carried. Across the galaxy, the message was carved in fire: do not provoke Earth. The shattering of empires. The retaliation did not end with the Velari. Every empire that mocked, every clan that profited from human suffering, they were all marked. One by one they fell. The Osiri clans lost their fleets to precision strikes. The scaled houses of Ithra found their thrones shattered by orbital bombardments so exact that palaces were vaporized while cities around them stood untouched. The Krath Dominion tried to resist, boasting of their invincible armadas. They lasted 2 days. Their ruler's last broadcast was a scream as a human leviathan split his throne world in half. It was not just victory, it was eradication of arrogance. Humanity's vengeance was not wild or reckless. It was deliberate, clinical, absolute. The silence after fire when the killing was done. The galaxy was quiet. The great empires that had mocked humanity no longer spoke. Their fleets were wreckage drifting in void. Their worlds smoldered. Their rulers silenced. Only whispers remained. One whisper from Earth silenced armies across the universe. The survivors dared not speak aloud. They feared the Black Armada still listening. They feared the cold voice that had begun it all. From that day forward, humanity was no longer seen as prey, no longer dismissed as fragile or naive. They were something greater, something the galaxy had no word for, except one: judgment. The lesson of vengeance generations later. Children across alien worlds would still whisper the story. Teachers spoke it in hushed tones. Commanders drilled it into their cadets. Traders muttered it in shadowed cantinas. Do not harm Earth's children. Do not mock their grief. Do not test their silence. Because when Earth whispers, the stars themselves listen. And when Earth decides to answer, there is no army, no empire, no power in the universe that can stand against them. Humanity's patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite.